right, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria.
Wow! Can you dig it?
What's up, you cursed cinema lovers, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have an interesting little 80s gem. It is Tibor Tikak's 1987, just one of my all-time favorite childhood films growing up. Really is a weird, wicked flick. It is The Gate, and this one is all kinds of weird special effects greatness. It's got a lot of cool elements to it, a lot of stuff going on, and just a really strange flavor to it. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time, and let's just jump right into this review. Here is The Gate. The Gate is a richly enjoyable fantasy horror amalgam, featuring a wild premise and a collection of off-the-wall scenes that will make your head spin with cult classic visual delights. Extremely surreal and altogether unhinged, the production basks in a trippy world of horrific sights and obscure frights, all jam-packed into a surprisingly disturbing children's fantasy flick. If you're looking for a cinematic experience that is wholly unpredictable and hellishly fun, then give The Gate a look. It's outrageously demented, and that's putting it nicely. The film follows a pair of young friends, Glenn and Terry, who accidentally stumble upon an age-old demon from the depths of hell after finding a crystallized meteor that crash lands in Glenn's backyard. Opening up a portal to hell, the two gather the aid of Glenn's older sister Alexandra, and they desperately try to battle the minions and apparitions of hell before Glenn and Alexandra's parents come back home from their trip. With the house being overrun by pint-sized demons, and the foundations of the world crashing in around them, can the three young heroes win the day, or is the world as we know it finally coming to an end? Stephen Dorff takes on the sympathetic role of Glenn, the reluctant hero who's determined to save his home, family, and friends from a malevolent demon straight from hell. Dorff does a wonderful job in presenting the story from a kid's point of view. He feels helpless in most situations, and when things really start to turn dire, you really struggle along with him, wondering how he's going to get out of this mess that has spun wildly out of control. His performance is genuine and extremely heartfelt, and that goes a long way in reining in all of these otherworldly elements that constantly bombard the production into a hellish landscape of satanic proportions. Of course, Stephen Dorff isn't the only one battling evil and getting their hands dirty, for he's joined by a tight-knit group of young actors and actresses who all get their chance to shine in this odd little flick. The memorable performers are Krista Denton as Alexandra, better known as Al, Glenn's older sister and babysitter of the year. Louis Tripp as Terry, Glenn's oddball friend and unabashed metalhead. And Kelly Rowan and Jennifer Irwin as Lori and Linda Lee, two sisters who find that this is one sleepover that is absolutely to die for. Though the cast is surprisingly small, the intimate approach of scaling back on the characters actually adds to the charm and personal scale of the film. For the real stars of the production are the imaginative creatures and the constant barrage of special effects monstrosities that grace the screen. From hordes of mischievous little devilish minions to zombified ravenous corpses, the movie is packed with stop-motion wonders and practical effects obscurities as far as the eye can see. It's a surreal masterpiece of outlandish cinema that truly feels like a nightmare come to life. Blended with the typical kids' Home Alone theme, and you've got yourself one crazy cinematic outing that genuinely stays in your mind long after viewing, thanks to the vivid visuals and mind-boggling scenarios that crash across the screen. If you're looking for a late 80s flick that truly goes hog wild with the genre and throws everything it has at its unsuspecting audience, then my friend, you've just found a true gem. It's as warped as they come, and the execution to bring all of these outstanding elements together is quite a tremendous feat, and an exceptionally devilish treat. In the end, The Gate is a hellishly great time at the cinema. And there you have it, you little minions. That is the exceptionally, fantastically fun The Gate. Just a great late 80s horror fantasy kind of combination that I really loved when I was a kid growing up. Used to freak the shit out of me. I used to think I'd have an eyeball on my hand one day. And it made it even more weirder that the house address was 150 and I grew up on a 150 street. So I was freaked out that this was going to happen to me someday. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you happen to have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.